Oh, hello there. Sorry, you're at the Georgia O'Keeffe Ghost Ranch, home for most compelling works. Which tend to be psychoanalytical, torturous, or vaginal pictures, or something along those lines. Also, many dead dinosaurs. That's where we'll be spending the next day. In a house of feast, geriatrics, and who knows what kind of other thrills and chills. I'm glad you could join me here today. This is CDT Simulator.
It was like back over there. I was like, fuck.
Over here.
We're over here at the wilderness outlet. Everybody at this campground probably staring at us while we move this picnic table into the middle of the fucking road.
Little known fact about the Continental Divide Trail is that every about 13 miles or so, you have one of these electrical outlets with Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Good morning. It's the 17th of May. We're at the Ghost Ranch. We've looked at all the pseudo-sexual paintings and things along those lines that all the Midwestern women worship. We're gonna eat their buffet, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We camped right next to the University of New Mexico, I presume, who decided they needed to beat each other to death with pots and pans at 5 in the morning.
Quiet time is at 7 or until 7 a.m. So
Yeah. Can't get a fucking lick of sleep anywhere. It's either cows or UNM students. Not much difference. But yeah, we gotta climb on top of a big ass ridge today.
as far as I can tell, University of New Mexico is a dog shit institution that no one should ever send their fucking child to. I'm pretty sure that it's just completely fucking full of like entitled people that have no regard for anyone around them. So if you want your kid to be like that, send them to University of New Mexico.
We gotta hitch about 15 miles back to where we got off trail in a pretty convoluted way. So we're hoping one of these nice old folks has the kindness in their heart to stop for us. We will see. A new change from the stop in Santa Fe is that Clover here was stricken by the artistic spirit of the old ladies in town and decided he wanted to start wearing women's lingerie on his lower legs. I don't know whether it's going to help with his hiking performance, but he sure seems to like it. We're going to do a little hitchhiking tutorial. There are 4 of us trying to get up the road where that van's going. We're spread out a little bit here for various reasons. First of which, Clover's in the back because he's most likely to be mistaken for somebody like Ted Bundy. We do have a woman with us though. So of course we stuff her in the front. Nice big smile. No sunglasses. Voltaire gets to wear his because they're prescription.
I feel like we were doing all the work.
Yeah, you are doing all the work right now. But there's also a dirt road that pulls off right here. So Clover and I are flanking it on either side since the cars that come down here will be going slower, so we might be able to physically impose on them to make us get in the car. Otherwise, you really just have to stand on the side of the road and wait. Mostly get passed by.
Guess what? Don't ask. The side of the road down the hill.
It would be a bad day.
We've been dropped off. We've been avoiding going up this mesa for like
4 days now.
4 days. We're at the trail now. We have to do it. Fuck.
We only came back to go up and down here and itch back to Ghost Ranch.
Yeah. Here we are, basically the end of the desert. And how do we celebrate it? Of course, smoke weed in a dry place. We got to give one more possibility for a forest fire before we leave the area. It is a great view, however. We bitched and moaned, but here we are. It only took us an hour. There was a bridge we came from this morning. Can you please swear to the camera what just happened?
I swear I see a rabbit do a backflip.
It did it. I swear to God, I'm gonna try to get it. Disappeared. God damn it. Yeah. I thought my RoboVision would enhance my ability to catch those things, but apparently not.
We were debating on whether we should do this route, and I think it's a pretty good thing that we did, because I think only about 10% go this way. Most people go down to Ghost Ranch and continue from there, but we're staying up on the rim after having gotten our packages from Ghost Ranch. And these are some of the best like panoramic views we've seen in all of New Mexico. And it's isolated out here too. Not really many signs of people or anything. You can see for 50 miles probably. I haven't really even gone that far today because we started at about 11 a.m. But for some reason it's really been exhausting. I think it's because none of us slept last night because of those college students at the Ghost Ranch acting insane. Probably only made it about like 18 miles or something. Maybe another 2 if we keep going. But yeah, mostly been an uneventful day other than the views. So alright, here we are. It's like what, 7 something in the morning. We're supposed to be documenting this shit, Clover.
We've been pretty bad about filming anything the last, I don't know, week or so.
Clover's had a fit of what is it, hysteria or whatever they called it from 18th century women.
That's not true.
I don't know. You've been quiet.
He's making shit up for content.
No, you've been quiet because you were mad at the fucking UNM students and tired or whatever.
No, those University of New Mexico students are going places.
Oh, he's changed his mind now. Anyways, we're supposed to make it 88 miles in the next 4 days. Might snow on us, but we're gonna get into Colorado. Not today, but soon.
He wanted to give us a ride. He didn't, but he really wanted to let us know that he wanted to give us a ride. And that he would, I guess.
You ever had prosciutto before? The dry aged stuff?
We're about to.
Yeah, we're gonna play identify this husk. Honestly, the way the back legs look, make it look like a carnivore, maybe a coyote.
Yeah, it looks like a dog, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. My dog doesn't look like this, but I could see the resemblance.
Yeah.
This looks more like something my dog would be gnawing on and dragging through the living room.
Something's been gnawing on it.
No loyalty in the canine world.
Tasty treat. We're in the desert now. Water at mile 700.
In New Mexico fashion, who would have guessed? Make the marker out of bones. this is a new one. The trail leads right into a stockade. We're about to be killed with a captive bolt pistol like Anton Chigurh in No Country for Old Men or something. You're not going to see this on the PCT or the AT for sure. Very interesting choice of route here. Don't really get it. One thing we haven't mentioned about this stretch here is, although we're going into Colorado and that's great, we have to do basically like a 25 straight mile climb, which I'm in the middle of right now. It's not super steep, but you know, over time, it just wears on you. It's gonna be like the entire day. What's cool about that though is that you do get to see like a general transition from the desert into more forested areas, and then slowly into just a more alpine environment. Like for example, behind us we were going through sage, some smaller pines, and now this is solidly ponderosa pine forest, which are much bigger, more alpine-like plants. These are like 60, 70 feet tall, maybe taller in some instances. Clover had mentioned it before in another video and he wasn't bullshitting, but these smell like butterscotch for some reason. They had to have evolved to do that. Don't know why, but I guess when I get internet, I'm going to try to look up the reason or whatever. People speculate and write it in here. Also, obviously, I'm not carrying the elk antler anymore, if you haven't noticed. I stashed it in an undisclosed location near Ghost Ranch for a clandestine operative to pick up on their way to Pagosa Springs in the near future. So don't even think about grabbing it. We're already on it. It's lunchtime here on the CDT. I had some sardines and cheese and avocado. It's freezing cold. Clover here is laying down like he wants to be cast in the new Titanic movie. He had a cigarette for lunch.
I had a meat stick with black summer truffles in the meat stick.
I don't know what black summer truffles are, but I really want to know.
Whole Foods.
See, boudoir.
Yeah, that's right.
It's starting to snow again. More than anything, it's just frigid cold. It's just so windy. Yeah, I said it's gonna get better soon. Clover seems to disagree. As soon as I asked that question, the amount of hail doubled instantaneously. I'm prepared this time though. You don't have.
Showbiz, baby.
You were in the camera, but yeah, say your catchphrase.
That's showbiz, baby.
You don't have the robo glasses that can detect every single snowflake before it impacts them and vaporizes them with a laser like I do though. Scanning for snowflakes. Christ, it's getting worse. Like, I'm hot.
Which way? Okay, this way, right?
Storm's over, but now we're in Deadfall City. Trail's either slop or full of downed limbs. It's a puzzle. We've got about 4 more miles to go before camp. Supposedly, I'm directly on trail right now. What kind of trail is this? How are you supposed to cross this? How is this a trail? I don't even know if this is stable. Nope. Holy shit. Oh my God. This is some real incredible stuff here. Jesus Christ. This is some real engineering work it took to make this. It's what sets it apart. People would say, you just lost the trail, but I have GPS coordinates. I was directly on trail. There just isn't a trail there. There's nothing. And then a real trail will just show up out of the mist 500 yards away from where it was supposed to be. And there he is. The first marmot of the CDT. It's kind of like Puxatawny Phil. It's a good sign. It means we're almost in Colorado. Thank you for blessing us with your presence, sir. All right, gotten to the point of total snow cover. And it's snowing a little bit, actually, actively. Really light, but it's happening. I mean, what did we expect? It's May 18th. He's looking at me. Doesn't know what to think. Am I dangerous? Am I a statue? And then more elk, of course. This looks like a pretty good spot to camp, doesn't it? Can't wait.
Glad to be here camping right now. We'll see how much of this collects in the morning.